Maryland Democratic gubernatorial candidate Ben Jealous is apologizing for making a profane remark during a campaign event in Baltimore County. It happened after he was asked about Governor Hogan's references to him as a socialist. WJZ is live. George Solis caught up with Jealous at an event in the city tonight.
Now, here's how this whole thing unfolded. It started with a question from a Washington Post reporter, then a follow-up about whether or not Jealous identifies as a socialist. Now, he did apologize for the swearing. Tonight, he tells me the question set him off in the first place because of the way the word is being used against black leaders. It was the swear word heard around Maryland Wednesday.
Do you identify with the term socialist?
Are you kidding me? Democratic candidate for governor Ben Jealous using profanity during a Q&A with a Washington Post reporter at a campaign event in Baltimore County.
Is that a fine enough point?
Why do so many fellow Democrats refuse to support Ben Jealous? Because Jealous is too extreme for Maryland.
Go ahead, call me a socialist.
The response, the end result of an initial question and follow-up centering on attack ads like this one, and an article in the New York Times where Governor Larry Hogan labels him a socialist.
You know, I about fell out my chair when I read in the Times this weekend that Hogan was out there calling me names.
It's when the reporter asks for a direct answer to whether he identifies as one. That's when the curse word comes out.
Do you identify with the term socialist?
Are you kidding me?
Jealous later tweeting out an apology to the reporter, adding, quote, "As a former journalist, I know how important it is for a free society to respect reporters and answer their questions honestly."
I can speak passionately. You know, I'm a real guy.
At an event in Baltimore Wednesday night, Jealous answering our questions about the inappropriate language. What was it about the question itself that you think set you off initially?
Far right-wing conservatives like Mr. Hogan and his backers use those, and the folks at the RGA who have spent hundreds of thousands, now I believe over $1 million attacking me, like to brand black leaders as socialists to try to discredit us.
At his own campaign event in Baltimore County, Governor Hogan claiming the only person trying to discredit is Jealous.
I've never said anything about him.
The governor's office also issuing a statement that more or less criticizes Jealous for the language. Jealous, by the way, stating that he wants to make it clear that he identifies as a venture capitalist, not a socialist. George Solis reporting for WJZ.